Sit tight. Have Gun Will Travel will be right back. Sit tight. Have Gun Will Travel will be right back.
On Monday, April 20th, TV Land makes TV history.
Everybody loves somebody sometime. Everybody falls in love somehow. 'Cause I've been thinking about you. Beep-bom, beep-bom, beep-bom. Something swinging all about you. Beep-bom, beep-bom, beep-bom. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop just before I begin. Because I've got you under my skin.
TV Land presents Frank, Dean, and Sammy, An Evening with the Rat Pack, a 1965 concert special never before broadcast. Tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 8 Pacific, only, and we mean only, in TV Land.
TV Land, for all your classic TV favorites.
Sit tight. Have Gun Will Travel will be right back. And now back to Have Gun Will Travel.
Which is better, real life or TV Land?
Well, figure it out.
Okay, let's see. In TV Land, teenagers have clear skin. Struggling actresses have great New York apartments. Barnyard animals are capable of adult conversation and scholastic achievement. Murderers, thieves, and evil rodeo clowns are brought to justice within an hour. And there's a date for just about anyone.
I'll guarantee you that.
So, which one's better?
Suppose you tell me.
TV Land, 34% better than real life.
Sit back and relax. You're in TV Land. Welcome to the home of everything television.
Hang on tight as TV Land goes west with the classic Western starring Richard Boone. Have Gun Will Travel next. Sit tight. The Lone Ranger will be right back.
Catch a retromercial right now.
We're sad to say it's time to bid farewell to Mr. Ed as he leaves the TV Land schedule.
When I go, I want the world to know Ed lived. I want to leave a piece of me behind.
Mr. Ed requested that he be allowed to make his final appearance in Vertivision. Thanks to this programming technology, you can say goodbye to Ed by watching multiple episodes of his show, one right after the other. Watch Mr. Ed in Vertivision. This Saturday, starting at 8, 5 Pacific in TV Land.
And now back to the Lone Ranger as TV Land goes west.
All routes lead to TV Land.
Let's ride.
And now, a special bulletin. The Phil Silver Show is leaving TV Land.
I'm on my way out.
And TV Land is saying farewell tonight by bringing you the Phil Silver Show in Vertivision. Thanks to this modern miracle of programming technology, you can send Sergeant Bilko on his merry way by watching this final marathon of his most memorable escapade.
This is a treasured moment. We must cherish it.
Tune in for the Phil Silver Show in Vertivision. Tonight, starting at 8, 5 Pacific, right here in TV Land.
Sit tight. Have Gun Will Travel will be right back. Up next, TV Land goes west with a father who reunites with his sons to protect an empire in Lancer.
Park where you like. It's TV Land.
And now back to Have Gun Will Travel. You're right in the middle of TV Land Goes West, so stay put and stay tuned for Have Gun Will Travel, Lancer, and Gunsmoke. It's timeless Western action, and it's only in TV Land.
Think you're having a bad day? Welcome to TV Land, where somebody else's day is always worse than yours.
In the last 24 hours, we lost a house. You found out you couldn't have babies. I killed a man. Marty Nichols was murdered. A 14-year-old boy killed his father, and we still have a cop killer on the loose. What would you like to talk about first?
Yes, here in TV Land, you can forget your troubles and enjoy someone else's.
You came in here for a proctology exam and you're going to get one.
So the next time you feel like saying, just say, take me to TV Land.
Sit tight. The Lone Ranger will be right back.
Stay tuned. The detectives will return after this.
Take me to TV Land.
This month, The Wonders of TV Land is proud to present a retrospective of the television work of Scott Baio. Sizzling action, daring rescues, women in bathing suits, and a whole lot of Scott Baio. Baio Watch. Exciting episodes of Joni Loves Chachi, Who's Watching the Kids, Star Games, and more. Every weekend, all September long, only on The Wonders of TV Land.
Up next, it's The Wonders of TV Land, right here on TV Land.
15-year-old Frankie and whiz kid Melissa live with their sisters who work nights. So who's watching the kids? Find out next on The Wonders of TV Land.
Teacher or student? Student or teacher? Torn between parallel worlds, she is the student teacher with the spirit of a freshman.
I'm young and hip, and I can show old Walt Whitman High a class night it'll never forget.
And drive of an educator.
I really care about teaching.
She's one kid who dares to care.
Kid? But I'm Miss Johnson. I happen to be a teacher.
Alice Johnson is Room 222's student teacher. Watch Room 222 on TV Land.
We now return to the detectives on TV Land's Crime Stoppers.
Take me to TV Land.
Ever have one of those days when you really don't want to get out of bed? When you just can't face churning the butter? When you don't even feel like putting on your bunny suit or wrestling over a deep fat fryer? Well, don't. Your friends here in TV Land will do it all for you.
That's how I make my living.
Don't churn, don't hop, don't fry. Just say, take me to TV Land. And all you have to do is watch.
That makes your day, doesn't it?
We now return to the detectives on TV Land's Crime Stoppers.
Take me to TV Land.
Up next, it's The Wonders of TV Land. Followed by The Ed Sullivan Show. And then The Flip Wilson Show. Open 24 hours.
Take me to TV Land.
They were the originators, the founders, the legends of a golden age. The innovators of TV Land.
Dangerous? Hell yes, it were dangerous. Back in them old days, we was young and foolish and fearless and stupid, too, when you think back on it. That was a big help. You see, it wasn't hard for the movie folks to make westerns, but for the television, well, you had to come up with a whole new episode every week. With all the gunfire, we was constantly losing extras and horses, even regular actors. And you could never do more than one take. It weren't hardly practical, you see. One time, I was laid up for a whole week. Took a couple of slugs in the shoulder. And I got to thinking and fooling around with some casings. And I made the first blank cartridge. You could let her rip all day long and nobody'd get hurt. Funny story about that. One day the director of that picture comes by the hospital to visit us all, and I figured on a little practical joke. He walks in and I says, Johnson, I've been plugged making one of your damn westerns for the last time. And I pull out a big old Colt and I shoot one of the blanks at him. When the fool keeled over and died right then and there. Heart attack, they say. And the very next week, we started filming the first ever TV Western. Shot 109 episodes without a single fatality. Gunshot fatality, anyhow.
Sit tight as TV Land goes west with TV's longest running Western, Gunsmoke. Up next, only on TV Land.
I got the managey blues. The good teeth knock need bebop, bohemian that I need blues. I got the managey blues. The wishing musician and beat the condition blues. Once he was cast off the gill again. Now he's in TV Land, not working man, and I'm thrilled again to feel chilly.
Watching Billy Gillis.
And sing the managey blues. One more time. Only in TV Land.
Take me to TV
We now return to Daniel Boone here on TV Land.
Take me to TV Land.
How did we make TV Land 34% better than real life? With our foolproof system for total TV relaxation. TV Land's TTV-RS.
Until I went over every system. Pro and con, I looked and I added, I subtracted. This is it. I refigured it, checked it, rechecked it, tested it. It never fails.
Listen, as our highly trained staff explains the essential nature of this technically complex system.
The whole thing is based on the principle of 7.
Very simple.
Nothing to it.
Elementary.
Pure mathematical genius. But TV Land's total TV relaxation does not begin to take effect on you until our technicians set the system in motion.
They do it scientifically.
Oh?
They put a goldfish in a shoe, and then they throw the shoe out the window.
The marvels of science.
TV Land's TTV-RS.
And Kate Kennedy thinks they have complicated equipment.
Technologically designed to make TV Land 34% better than real life.
We now return to Daniel Boone here on TV Land. Keep it right here as TV Land goes west, wraps up its trip to the wild frontier with this pair of classics. Daniel Boone and Gunsmoke are only on TV Land and coming at you next. Up next, TV Land goes west with a father who reunites with his sons to protect an empire in Lancer. You're right in the middle of TV Land goes west, so stay put and stay tuned for Have Gun Will Travel, Lancer, and Gunsmoke. It's timeless Western action, and it's only in TV Land. Sit tight, the Lone Ranger will be right back. Keep it right here as TV Land goes west, wraps up its trip to the wild frontier with this pair of classics. Lancer and Gunsmoke are only in TV Land and coming at you next. Sit tight. Have Gun Will Travel will be right back.
Luck be lady.
Lady Luck is smiling on you because you have TV Land, and that means you're one of the lucky viewers who will have front row seats on April 20th to see Frank, Dean, and Sammy, An Evening with the Rat Pack. For one night only, a never-before broadcast concert special. So don't miss it, you lucky son of a gun. An Evening with the Rat Pack, Monday at 9 Eastern, 8 Pacific, only in TV Land.
Sit tight, the Lone Ranger will be right back.
TV Land is a happy land, peaceful and tranquil, but unfortunately it is not immune to criminal activity. Thank goodness for TV Land's Crime Stoppers. Every weekend, TV Land combs its vast television vault for the toughest tin shields, the savviest spies, and the most daring detectives to give you 2 hours of classic crime-fighting and seldom-seen series. Watch TV Land's Crime Stoppers this Saturday and Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, only in TV Land.
Remember me? That was me, little boy Twip, back in 1955. A lot of things have changed since then, but one thing stayed the same. Twip. You remember Twip and how it gave you that warm and fuzzy feeling all snuggled up in your feet pajamas? Twip. And nowadays, I appreciate Twip more than ever. Why, Twip provides all the nutrition I need, with plenty of fiber to help with occasional irregularity. And best of all, Twip peps me up, makes me feel young and perky. So zip, sing, flip, buy Twip.
Twip. For 40 years, the TV Land family favorite. Available only in TV Land.
Take me to TV Land.
Have you been turned down for a mortgage or home equity loan because of bad or no credit? When your bank says no, TV Land says
Yes.
yes, no matter what you need. TV Land has the words you've been waiting to hear.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
The most agreeable TV you can find.
Yes.
Of course.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Because when your life says no, TV Land says
Yes. Yes.
Is TV Land 34% better than real life?
You betcha.
Hang on tight as TV Land goes west with the masked man packing silver bullets. The Lone Ranger is coming at you next.